I have a mission to become a storyteller. And how I'm gonna do that is through my comics and through a lot of different stuff. I actually want to do a lot of different things with the art space, not just comics, because I always talk about comics on here. Like, I want to do other stuff, like, well, not animation anymore. I actually, it's crazy. I wanted to do animation before I said comics, but I know exactly how hard making a comic. I mean, making the animation is, bro. I've tried to do that in the past. Like, it is crazy. Like, it's stupid hard. I'm telling you, bro. Trying to make an animation is literally like trying to make an animation is literally like trying to learn how to rig a code together. To me, it's like, bro, whoever can do that, and you can do that to, like, say if I the level of comic making I do, and I put that in the animation, like, if you can do it, if you could do that within, like, animation or something like that, bro, like, like, I praise you. That's why I literally respect, like, even mediocre animation. I respect it because I know it's incredibly hard. Like, you just want to rip out your hair and just, like, bash your head in with just stones and bricks and sticks. I understand because I've done it. I tried to do it before, and I wanted to do it at a time, and I can't do this crap. I can't do that crap, bro. I can't. I cannot. I can't. That's why, and I always was doing comics, but I really started to be like, yeah, I'm just about to mainly do comics. Me, personally, as, like, you know, my own sort of thing. Now, the other stuff I wanted to do, when I'm saying, like, games and films and not really films, but, like, movies, about my series and stuff, and, like, animation and stuff, I want to eventually, like, create my own sort of, not really group, my own studio for these different, like, stuff. I want to create an animation studio. I want to create a video game studio. Like, that's probably the top two, to be honest. That will be my that's my ultimate goal, is to be a creator of, you know, those lanes. Like, I mainly do the comics. For the other two, I'm more of, like, the producer. Like, I give y'all the blueprint, and then, like, I plead that you guys, you know, whoever I'm working with, like, do it. But I but the thing is with me, I kind of feel crazy if I'm, like, treating like, people I'm working with like slaves. Like, I would never do no shit like that, bro. I could not, bro. That's why I want to handpick personally, like, different people that can, I feel like, that can do the job, and I won't mess them over. I definitely won't. And if I do, then shit, nigga, somebody gotta put me down. Like, if it gets to the point where I'm just like, if it gets to the point where I become, like, whole corporate Activision, man, something gotta be wrong with me. I'm not gonna lie. This is for future reference. If I ever get, like, yeah, something must be wrong with me, I must be corrupted, you guys gotta slay me. But yeah, that's why I would want to work really close with those type of people, because they're the ones doing the hard labor, and I'm just giving them the ideas. I'm just giving them the keys. They're driving the car. I'm just giving him the keys. But yeah, yeah, that's my main like mission goal. To be honest with y'all, um, but first mission, first initiation, not initiation. Uh, what is that? What is that called? First plan of action is these comics. So I plan, bro. I got a whole bunch of stories that I thought of in my head that I've been crafting and creating for like since 2023. Bro, it's like over 50 stories. It's over 50 stories. I have a lot of variety in my stuff, but it still feels like I made it, I guess. But there's a lot of different story feelings. Like, say the first two I'm working on. The first one, Eventphobia. The first comic is more of a darker action fighting type of story. You know, it's like yeah. And then the second one after that is a graphic novel comic where it's more adventure, action, drama, sort of. Not a lot of drama, but yeah, it's mostly adventure. It's an adventure story, which will be way more extravagant than Eventphobia. Not saying Eventphobia is some like it's just some random thing I just came up with, like some random garbage, but Eventphobia is more linear simply because I mean, like, it's just it's a simple premise. It's not that crazy where they gotta save the universe or they gotta travel through multiple dimensions and whatever. But yeah, I'm not gonna talk too much about that. But yeah, bro, I'm telling y'all, hopefully in the future, I'll be at the point where I'm just like I have multiple stories created. That's like the far future. That's probably like 15 years from now, like from 2026. That's probably like 15 years. I'm not gonna lie, because a lot of these stories, like especially the first ones, some of them are pretty long. Like, yeah, I might have to like put some on hiatuses. That's what I've been thinking. Like, what story should I put on some hiatuses? But that's my mission. That's my main goal for this game of life. That's my main goal, is to create stories. I want to create stories. I want to share all of my experience with all these cartoons and games and just media that I've watched and that I've played and that I've experienced in my head. I want to share that in, I guess, my own interpretations into one, like, amalgam amalgamate amalgamations of stories and things like that. Like, it's getting to the point now where I'm just constantly thinking of new story ideas every single like damn near like every week. Yeah, it's getting to that point where I'm just yeah. I shoot. But yeah, I really want to make all these stories though. A lot of them are cool. Some of them I do end up combining, but yeah, my notes for all these stories is crazy, bro. Like, I want something similar to a Marvel or DC universe, or like how they do their well, it's like a universe, I guess, their common universe, but I'm doing it in my own way where it's not like Marvel or DC. It's just like a universe of stories that I've created that connect. they all sort of connect in their own little ways. Um, and it's more about telling their story. It's like going through like a river. It's not like I'm not gonna do the whole like different time, like different eras of these group of superheroes, like Silver Age and Golden Age and Ultimates, and nigga, no. That's it. No, I'm not doing that. What I'm doing is I'm telling their story. I'm telling the initial story of whatever the series is. I may, depending on the reception and how I feel, I may return with a sequel or a prequel or, just something else. It won't be nothing huge. It won't be like, yeah, I'm restarting the universe and we trying it this way. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't need to farm money like that. I'm not gonna farm nothing like that because that shit gets annoying. So yeah, but I'll make up for that because I have a whole bunch of ideas. So yeah, for the games, for the video game side, like making a video game, I want some of my games to be video games. And one of the video game styles that I like right now is an open world fighting sort of game. I am thinking about, a few comics, my comic ideas that I can create into a game or that I would like to be a game. For the most part, it's probably, I don't know, it'll probably be 50-50. My comic ideas and then original ideas straight from the dome, like specifically for games. What I'm talking about, because I usually like, and I didn't really say, adventure games as well. So it's like action, fighting, adventure, stuff like that. I love when games have a lot of that adventure and, grind to the point where it's not annoying. Like I love a grind that rewards you with stuff, like new stuff that's cool and that isn't, like like pieces of trash that you just have to go through. Like I love, I love games like Terraria that it's grindy, yes, but it's like every new weapon you kind of pick up, and it's the first playthrough, you definitely gonna want to use like all the weapons, especially for like boss fights. You're gonna use like more than just a certain class. Like I didn't even have a class for, a lot of my first runs of Terraria. In terms of animation, mainly just mod comics and stuff. Like, I'm cool with that. Probably some other stuff, but yeah. You gonna see me in some you gonna see a lot of my comics in some animations. You're definitely gonna see that one in the future. Definitely. The thing is, I would need to either create a team or find a team. Kind of the same. But yeah, I just need a team of some animators to help me with that. And we're gonna create art. Definitely gonna create like memorable banger shows of these comics and stuff. Especially the first two comics I'm working on. Event Phobia, Sun Eat the World. I need those in animation, especially Sun Eat the World. If Sun Eat the World doesn't get animated, man, I don't even want to imagine that timeline. Holy, I'm gonna have to blow up the whole earth. Holy shit. Holy L decision. Jesus. But yeah, that's it for me, man. I got a lot to do. This mission, I'm gonna complete it. It's gonna happen, and y'all gonna see. If you guys wasn't too bored with the yap. I kind of, just went on a yap session real quick, but I just wanted to get the yap out in this space, just on the channel, just to let y'all know. And yeah, I'll be working on some other videos. I don't know if I want to rip into the arsehole of Invincible or talk about my GOAT, Amazing Digital Circus, again. But yeah, we'll see what the next video is. But hey, see y'all later.
When I think it might be nicer being red or yellow or gold or something much more colorful like that. It's not. It's not.